We are very excited to be here. Naboulé! Man, dia sos pendant la So we're excited to be here, guys. So we are so excited to be here with you guys. I know you're excited, is that right? Really, guys, are you guys really excited? Man, I'm so excited, okay? So before I tell you about what I'm here for, let me just share with you guys. In May 1996, I joined Primerica. And I used to drive taxi, work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week to make $24,000 per year. And there was a cool taxi driver, and I never forget that. He came to me and said, "Charles, would you like to make some money part-time?" And I said, "Absolutely." Took me to the office, excited, pumped up, people talking about $100,000 per year. And in my mind, I said, "God, if you can help me get $500 a week on this thing, I'll be okay." And when I came back and I was excited, pumped up, and I tell everybody, I find something that get me excited, I'm gonna make some money. All my friends, taxi drivers said, "You must be crazy. You mean like, they're gonna pay $100,000, you're gonna be vice president, you're gonna have your own office?" I said, "Yes." I said, no, it's not gonna happen. When I asked them why, they said, "Well, you don't speak English, you're from Haiti, who's gonna pay $100,000? Guys, thank God I didn't listen to them. But the reason I didn't listen to them, not because I was so smart, is because I didn't like the environment they were in. They always criticize people, they're always negative about things. But when I get to Primerica office, they're always pumped up, excited. I say, well, let's say that whatever they say is not true. Let's say it's a half of it is true, it's fine for me. Okay? And I stayed there, get my license, I learned to make some sales and make some money. Like, in 2001, the company promoted me vice president. Still don't know much about the company, but on July 2001, I get my first $50,000. And then, and we start, working in May 2000, 2005, the company paid me over $100,000. And I said, that sounds very good, but guess what? I was so excited, pumped up for $100,000, we stopped working. 2006, the cash flow going down. 2007, but 2008, we made a decision to go to work. And I think, that's what everybody needs to do here. 2008, I was listening to a CD. Right after, I came from to that fast start school with Jimmy. And I was in the back, and I was looking for some CDs. And the guy said, "I think I got some good for you. PFS Media got some good for you." I said, "No, show me." And then by checking, I found a CD named Gary Conegay. And he says, if you want to do something big in Primerica, you have to make a decision to build a big base shop. And I put that CD, from the day one, I put it in the car. Guys, I listened to that thing over and over and over and over. From that CD, let me share with you a few things that I pick up. He says, well, listen, when you start something, you want to do something big, people are going to go against it. It's okay, but keep doing your thing. But also he said in the city, so somehow you got to go back home, tell your wife she's not going to see you for 3 years. And he explained that in the city. He says, the reason she's not going to see you, you're going to be in their house, but she's not going to see you, which is you're going to wake up a little bit earlier, go out, and come back home a little bit late for 3 years. But he said, if you do that, you go to work, you build yourself a business, and you can come back home for the rest of your life. And then I was thinking about the city. Well, one thing that we need to do is go out there prospecting people, which is I know how to close life insurance, but when it comes to recruiting people, so I was not good at it. But I remember 2008, I made a decision, I'm going to go out there prospecting people. And while we're doing this, Stephen was with us, and we find David Benelis. And we keep doing it. So first time ever in 2008, we go over 100 recruits. Okay? So guess what? So greatest thing happened. I never forgot that on May 2008, David was working. He says he come back. He says, "Coach, they let me go today." They said, "I don't have to work anymore. The job is over." He called me, panicked a little bit. I said, "That's the greatest thing can happen for you. They fired you. You're going to work full-time in Primerica." This guy comes. Since that day one he come up, he never go below 10 by 10. And his cash flow moving from 24,000 from his job to 67 in 12 months later. And guys, let me tell you, we 2009, we will go over about 300 recruits. And never forget that, like, you know, on April 2011, we made a decision. We said, you know what? We're going to do something big. So we go over $100,000 base shop before, but we never do 100 by 100. We said we're capable to do it. We're going to own for 3 months. April 2011, we said we're going to go after 300 by 300, which is May, June, July. Guess what? On month of May, we did only 52 recruits. Come back like, you know, very sad about it because we crushed. We don't do 100. But on June 2011, before the convention, we have only 18 recruits in the system. But on our way back, something big happened. We on the bus, about 56 of us, about 3 kids in the house, in the bus, only 53 adults in the bus. We made a decision, each one of us is going to go after 3 recruits before the month is over. And guys, he said in 18 days, 12 days, we got about 122 people. Let me tell you what I found out. I found out, like, you know, when we come back from the convention, the reason we go about 122 in 12 days because we were so clear on our vision. The message was so clear, everybody has to get at least 3 before the month is over. And then every time, you know, we meet somebody in the office and they say, where how far you are with your 3? Now, either you're going to get your 3 or you're not going to get it. And we encourage each other for that 3. So let me tell you, because of that, let me tell you what happened right now. The company come up with the $500 bonus on August 2010, last year. From August 2010 to June, we had only 7 people qualify for that. But from June 18, after the convention, we have 30 people qualify for the $500. We pass about $15,000 to people who don't have license yet in the company. Let me tell you, because of that right now, we have about 120 people that complete the class and study. We put them in a group to study to see if we can explore the licensing part. Now, a guy like Steven, for example, right now is being averaged about 33 by 33 every single month for the last 12 months, which is over 400 recruits as a regional leader and $400,000 in premium as a regional leader. Got the ring, got the watch. Guys, listen, what I found out in Primerica is this. Somebody has to make a decision to go to work. Is that right? Now, sometimes, you know, we hope somebody else can go ahead and do it. But I'm here to let you know, you are the one who's supposed to start it. And if you do start it, you go to work, you start making some noise about it, somebody's going to follow you. And you don't need to have about 100 people believe in yourself on you yet. You don't need to have about 100 people buying your system yet. All you need right now, you need only 3 people, 4 people believe in your system. And I think if you do have that, you can fight. Guys, I mean, like, you know, these things don't prove it. You could have, like, you know, yeah, it's great to have thousands of people. So I know some people come in and do it in 6 months or a year, 2 years. That's great. But from my background, from where I came from, I have to learn a lot of stuff. I mean, seriously, a lot of stuff before I can know how to make some money. Is that right? So now, my message to you is this. If you are here for last 2 years, 3 years, things not cracking for you yet, do not give up. It's going to happen. But you got to keep doing your stuff. You got to make a decision to go to work. And then when we're talking about work, some people say, Charles, what do you mean by work? Well, you know, you probably spend 12 hours in the office, you're wasting 12 hours. But work to me is like, you know, you either, like, you know, pick up the phone, calling some people, set up appointment. I don't think this thing has to take about 4 or 5 hours to do, to my knowledge. Because if you want to set up about 10, 15 appointments, this is like, you know, less than 2 hours you can do that. And then you go ahead and do what you're supposed to do, and guess what? Go be in that appointment and close this business. But at some point, you have to have a schedule where you say, you know what, I'm going to work these days. I'm going to work these days in Primerica. This is what I'm going to do. And I guarantee you, if you make a decision to go to work, you start making some noise, somebody's going to follow. And guys, listen, one thing that I know for a fact, people join Primerica for different reasons. But when it comes to a guy like me, if you tell me, Charles, you're going to help me build a business, you got to show me how to make some money. If I don't make any money after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I'm going to get discouraged. But if you show me how to make at least $500, $300, $1,000, you can keep me long enough in the environment until my business grows. And that's what we've been preaching in the office all the time. If you are a full-time, right now we have only 8 full-timers. When these people don't make any money, I go crazy. Because I know sooner or later, if they don't make money, they're going to go work for McDonald's. They're going to say, Charles, what do you mean? Yeah, so McDonald's pay them $600 a month. If they don't make anything with me, it's better for them. At least I said, Charles, I pay my cell phone. And I believe Primerica, it's a great company. If you're here, you got your license, this is an easy thing for you to make minimum $1,000 to $2,000 a month. You could be a district leader, you could be a senior rep, you make that. But I believe for you to make that kind of money, you must have a schedule. You must have a plan. Because I listen to Art William, he says, listen, when he starts the business, every single week, he has to have enough appointments so where he can make enough money to pay his own bills. He doesn't count on override. Whatever, the override money comes, guess what? It's a plus. But the money to pay his place is his house, his food, his family taken care of, he's dependent on him. Until you build yourself a big business like John Lavin, Bread Box, you don't have to do it anymore if you don't want to, like Sam. But if you're a district regional leader, a guy like me, you need to be out there, do your thing. Is that right? Yeah. Guys, listen, I know you're excited here. Yes, I know, because the environment is so good. You have to be excited. It's not tomorrow, but tonight. You have to make a decision. You're going to do something that you've never done before. And you're going to keep working for the next 2, 3 years. And like I said, work a little bit harder than what you're doing right now. But I guarantee you, you can come back in the next 2 months. When October 28th, we have it again back here. And people start thinking about, wow, you on the back seat, you got nothing. How come you get everything? It's because you made a decision to go to work. And I believe that's the only thing you got to do, go to work. So nothing's going to happen if you don't go to work. Guys, I just love this environment. This environment changed your life, okay? So right now we have about 3 RVPs, 3 people that's going to be RVP pretty soon. We have David Brilliant right now. He's doing about 25 by 25 as a regional leader for the last 12 months. And we have a guy named Senna Tesla, division leader. He's pretty close right now to get his watch. As a division leader, 60% contract, he's on his way to get his watch. Because this guy is a machine when it comes to close business. And so far, he's #1 in the whole company nationwide. Guys, I believe Dick Walker said it pretty well. You cannot make somebody a leader, but you can find them. And we're excited, man. We're excited because an environment like this can change a lot of people's life. Like the same way you start doing it for me, so I know it's going to be doing it for yourself, but you got to make a decision somehow to go to work. And proud of you guys. I'll see you soon.